Good morning, dear respected teacher and sir. Today we are going to see semester 3 architecture design residence and studio for architect Sanjay Patil. As we all know that architect Sanjay Patil is renowned architect of Nasik, so bringing a bungalow and of a studio for them would be a great task. These are some thoughts about architect Sanjay Patil. Case study: Architect Sanjay Patil Weekend Office, location Maharani, Nasik. The Weekend Farmhouse provides nurturing base for new concepts and approach for the forthcoming architectural projects. This weekend office was planned to act as a farmhouse for leisure family time. Now let's see the case study. The first image shows about the rustic stone walls from the main entrance. The stone used in the masonry work has been quarried from a well dug on the site itself. The second image shows our deep roof overhangs and the organic landscape beyond, stone quarried from the site used for constructing walls and planter beds. Third image tells about the story of how the space actually evolved in the state around the series of arches retrieved from an old wada and preserved by the architect for over 2 decades. The fifth image shows the multipurpose space to interact, perform, or unwind. The spaces thus involved are framed by these arches and are notable for the absence of former walls, doors, and windows, allowing for a seamless visual and physical connect between the covered and uncovered spaces. This image speaks about a placid swimming pool rest outside, the merging beautifully with the surroundings, a sitting by poolside with the connecting bridge. Studio ideal work environment. This image is the studio with intercepting courtyard and natural play of light and shadows. This image speaks about the pavilion, the gazebo. The large or small, there is usually a connection with relaxation in its intended use. Pavilion built to take an advantage of a view is referred to as gazebo. Extraction of thoughts from case studies and concept as well. The concept was clear for me by learning the case study that use of the local available materials, which is stone. Stone, as we all know, that stone has been used from thousands of years for construction of buildings, and stone is very important material at that time. Stone is highly durable, low maintenance building material with high thermal mass. It's versatile, available in many shapes, size, colors, and textures, and can be used for floors, walls, arches, and roofs. However, if the walls are thick enough, then it can act as like insulation, and in that it takes a quite while for heat to penetrate. Now, the second thoughts from the case studies would be use of the local available materials, and in that, the Mindlow tiles as roofing materials. While learning the case study, seeing the sloping structure was excellent. So my site is in Nasik, so I would like to implement the sloping roof structure. Uh, Mangalore tiles energy insulation, since they are made of clay. Mangalore tiles help to regulate the flow of electrical energy within a building. Eco-friendly, economical, fire resistant, and temperature regulation are its profits. Use of courtyards. Implementing courtyards in our design is also learned from the case studies and very important concept. A courtyard is normally a space forming which is divided, which is surrounded by building, and the courtyards are normally open to sky. Zoning of the site has been done here. As you could see, there is a big site, and the site is in Nasik. In Nasik, there is a heavy rainfall region, and we'll talk about the zoning now. Linear studio block will increase the intake of sunlight and will be every climate favorable. There are three linear blocks placed. Studios block. Now the residence block. Linear residence block with the view of semi-open courtyard and also the studios at the left side. Now the second block, which is courtyard, will act as a great entrance for the residence block and as well as the studios. Now we'll talk about the existing tree which is present on the site and which is in the court entrance of the courtyard, which will be overwhelming for the visitors. Now the site has been adjusted by taking the tree into the consideration. The studio block remains linear but ahead of the residence block and the courtyard block. This brings more visuality to the studio block. Residence block will still have the clear view of studios and semi-open courtyard. Semi-open courtyard will bring the residence block always in the shade. Roof plan. Now directly coming to first to roof plan, because every structure's roof is important while designing it. So inspired from the case study implementing sloping roof in the structure, sloping roof profits are drain water, sunlight reflection, and ventilation. Connecting bridge from studio to residence at top level so that it will be easily accessible for the studios and residence block to contact with each other. Existing tree will not get cut due to the connecting bridge. Requirements. Now coming to requirements, we see the plan, basic planning of studio block, courtyard, and residence block. So we have divided space into public space, semi-public space, and private spaces. So entrance for your courtyard comes into public space. A courtyard is the connecting space for studios and the residents. These are the reference images of courtyard and entrance foyer. Reception lobby, which also comes in public space. We could see in the plan the lobby. The lobby is generally a room providing space which leads to many other rooms or corridors. These are the reference images for reception and lobby. Courtyard and staircase block, which also comes in public space. We could see in the plan courtyard and staircase block. A staircase set of stairs is surrounding by walls or structure, and courtyard is, as we talked earlier, courtyard is a room surrounded by buildings and which is open to sky. Reference images of courtyard and staircase block. Workspace. Now workspace comes in semi-private space. As we could see it, the workspace is in studio. Space required for one's work as in an office or home. You can create or store images in your workspace. These are the reference images of workspace. Conference room. Conference room also comes in semi-private space. We could see in plan. A conference hall or conference room is a meeting room provided for singular events such as business conference and meeting. Reference images of conference room. Terrace and pantry. A terrace is an external raised open flat area in either a building or a roof terrace or flat roof. We could see in the plan pantry and terrace. The reference images of terrace and pantry. Studios. Studios comes in private space. Studios and rooms actually comes in private space. Studios are in studio block and rooms are in residence block. As we could see in the image, the reference images of studio. This is a site. Uh, Site. The front is north side. The back side is south side, and the site is surrounded by 9-meter wide road. And the site has existing many trees, and the main tree is in the center of the site. The site is located in Nasik. As you all know, the geographical conditions of Nasik. Nasik is very heavy rainfall region, pleasant climate. Now, ground floor of the site, retail ground floor of the site created. As we could see here the entrance, the studio block is retail ahead, and then comes the courtyard block, and then comes the residence block, and at the back side there comes a gazebo or pavilion. While entering, everyone has to enter through a courtyard, so it will be a grand entrance for the visitors to the studio block and to the visitors to coming to the family members. So while visiting the studio, the first comes the waiting lounge, then the reception, then comes the courtyards which are surrounded by steps, and next to the courtyard comes workspace, and after that comes the studio block, private studio block for architect, and here it comes the courtyard, and then common toilet for the visitors and the workspace, and then comes the studio 2. And coming to the residence block, we come to directly into the living area, courtyard, guest bedroom, dining, kitchen, store, and utility. Now coming on the first floor, as we get to the first floor in studio block, while getting it, it is surrounded by the balconies on the both opposite sides, which will help in physical interference, visual interference. After that comes the conference room, lunch room, and double height staircase area from this side, and the waiting lounge from the other side. And after that comes the terrace, which is connected to courtyard, and then it is connected to the terrace of the residence block. And in residence block, as we come up, we get into the family living, and then comes the master bedroom. And while going through the terrace, there is double height living room here and courtyard below. Front elevation, as we could see in front elevation, the implementation of the sloping roof structure, which is hence studied earlier in the case study, studied earlier in the case studies. And the side elevation, we could see the rafters place, which would help in the sunlight and reflection a lot. Pavilion, and we also could see the tree. These are the sections. 3D images, front elevation, the aerial view, incorporation of stone walls in the stone in walls, and proper use of wood in every in the columns placed down in the courtyard and also in the rafters. Courtyard. This is the side